do you know yourself? I mean, if the Oracle of Delphi tells you to do something, you probably want to do it, right? And know yourself is the first of the 3 Delphic maxims. It was inscribed on the Temple of Apollo at Delphi. But it's a pretty vague phrase, open to interpretation, and easier said than done. And what the ancient Greeks meant by know yourself is probably different from how we would interpret know yourself today. But I'll tell you what both of them would be. Starting with the ancient Greek interpretation of know yourself, the concept of introspection and extreme self-analysis is pretty recent. So what the ancient Greeks meant by this was more know your place. Know your place in society, know your role, know the role that you're fulfilling in your community and do it, and know your place in relation to the gods. We don't want mortals going around here acting like gods. That gets everybody into trouble. So know you have an unimportant position compared to divine beings. It doesn't matter how powerful of a mortal you are, you're still a mortal. Know what role you're supposed to be playing in your family. Know what role you're supposed to be playing in your city. These are still really good things to remember today. And it's funny to think about because know yourself, taken in the ancient Greek concept, in a sense means don't spend too much time on yourself. Don't spend so much time thinking about yourself that it makes you useless to the rest of the world. I think this can weave into the way a modern person would read know yourself, which means be self-aware, know what your strengths and weaknesses are. The thing about introspecting, about being self-aware, and knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are, is that it doesn't matter if you know if you don't do anything with them. Spending a lot of time thinking about what your weaknesses are, but not doing anything to fix them. Or spending a lot of time thinking about what your strengths are and not actually putting them to use in the world. That's maybe knowing yourself in the modern sense, but it's not knowing yourself in the ancient Greek sense. So for example, if you have a bad habit of comparing yourself to other people and it makes you feel bad, but you don't actually take any steps to stop doing that, to train your brain away from those thoughts, it doesn't really matter that you know that you have them. Or to go like really big scale serious really fast, if you know you have the potential to do something like very valuable to the world, you know you're smart, maybe you're like suffering from the gifted kid burnout or whatever, but you don't actually take time to consider what that might be, it doesn't matter if you have that strength or if you know you do or you did, you gotta live up to it. That's how we integrate the ancient and the modern. Follow for more practical advice from ancient Greek philosophy.